And that's what we have after just doing it for 4 minutes. Alright, so here we are starting to assemble. We've got the carburetor on. Now, once you get the carburetor on, you got that bracket. You want to make sure that the bracket, the screw, is on the bottom. Because there's a little bit of notch at the top of your boot, the intake boot. And then when you put this on, you got your bolts. And then this here fits inside of this and then comes up. I'll show you in a second here. So this fits inside of there like that, and then coming up here you're going to insert into that hole, and that wire is right along this trough. There's a lip right here, and this bundle of wires goes right down there, and then your cable, I put it in the wrong way, cable goes in this little spot right here that holds the cable. Then eventually we're going to put the flaps up here, and they're going to get a plastic rivet, one on each side holding these flaps down, and then the fenders go over top of that. But we're not getting there yet. We're still back here. I had a lot of wires. I had the ground wire coming up the wrong way, and I actually had to review my own videos again, and then this went tucking down here instead of, I had it coming up through here underneath the carburetor, and I was like, this seemed like a mess. So I had to look on the video and see where things were ran. It's pretty lot of things to mess up, you know, so keep an eye on things. Next we'll be getting the air box put in. Well, there we go. We secured the flaps with the plastic rivets. Plastic rivet goes over here to hold on to this air tube to the heat shield for the gas tank. So now that's all squared away. All I got left to do is drop the gas tank on. Don't forget to secure this. I've secured this bolt, and the other bolt. So this is all secured now. So we're making our way the only way we know how. Just a little bit slower than most of all the others. I may be fast on the trail, but I'm taking my time putting this together. Well, we got the tank on, 2 bolts, and we got the fuel line on to the petcock, and now we're about to put the straps on. The strap goes from down there to up here, helps secure the tank, and the same thing on this side. Nice and secure. Next thing we'll be doing is putting the exhaust on, and then putting oil in, and then gas, and ready to fire up. For right now, I'm just using the old air filter. I've got a brand new one over there in the box, I haven't put the oil to it yet, so this here is just going to be for fire up only. And figure it ran all right with it. It's going to run all right again with it. So we'll see what happens. It should be all right. I just popped the lid on the air cleaner box real quick so that everything there is ready to go. That's all tight. Everything's good looking so far. Well, it's a little loud in here because I have the fan on, but I have the header on now. I put the two copper round gaskets in the port and put the header on. That sure is a bear. Scratched it. Damn. Alright, so I gotta put the this big old muffler thing, gasket, I guess they call it, or something. And then I can put the muffler on. Okay, I just came across another problem, so make sure you put this bracket in, which is for the muffler, before you put the air box down, because I had to undo that and then lift it back up and then slide that in. So that's one of the things I did wrong. Getting ready here. Well, if you remember in the teardown video, the black one is supposed to be on the carburetor because it has that little spacer right there that prevents you from making it go too tight. Well, obviously I didn't get the memo and I put this one on. And then I was watching the video again and you need a Torx T25 to put that on. I was like, oh, I didn't do that. So we got the gas tank off, half the heat shield removed, the bolts and stuff, so I could lift it up a little bit to get to the carburetor clamp. So there, another mistake. Hey, I'm letting you know all my mistakes so hopefully you all learn and don't make the same ones. Well, I did not want to take it all back apart again just to get that doggone clamp, but it just doesn't give you any room, so I had to take it all back apart. That's why you take your time, folks. You don't want to go 2 steps forward and 3 back. Well, there it is. And you know you have it right when you have that little hole poking through your clamp. So then you just tighten it right up, and that little washer that's inside there will, you can't tighten it, you can't over tighten it because you're just going to come up to that washer that's inside that clamp. So that's good. So now we can just put everything back together that we already had back together. Well, 45 minutes later, it's all buttoned up again. Got the fuel line in and clamped. I got the right clamp for the carburetor this time. I got the bottle plugged back in on the air tank. I have it over here. I have that plugged in, that put back on, the strap, and the bolt on this side, and the bolt over there as well. So we're back to pretty much where we were. And another thing, I think I gotta loosen up the header to get the muffler on. So it's 6 o'clock. I think we're gonna call it a night. Well, we're a little stuck on getting the damn exhaust hooked up. I got the pipe on, but getting the hole here lined up, it's a pain in the butt. So it's giving me a hassle. So I'm just gonna call it a night. Yeah, I worked an hour later than I was going to. When I said earlier I was gonna quit, that was 6 o'clock. Now it's 7 o'clock. So I'm tired. You know, you walk away sometimes and come back to it the next day, and sometimes things happen better. We'll give it a day.